Hey everyone, how's it going? Sorry about that jump start intro there. It's been a while since I tried to make myself go live on Instagram. So, Mr. Comics 89 here, and I'm getting ready to head off to the army. So I thought I wanted to hang out, one last video live. So I invited a few friends, and a couple of people showed up. First of all, my good friend from just north of me here in Colorado, Life with two YouTubers and her kids. Well, at least one will be on video
Hey,
here. Hello.
how are you? Good to see
Good.
you.
Good to see you too. And hi, Alea from Florida.
Whoop whoop.
How's it going,
Whoop,
man?
whoop. How you doing?
So good. So it's an open invite. Anyone wants to just pop in here? So pop in, say hi. But I'm doing pretty good. It's just been interesting how you're just getting 9 months to get head off into the army here, just packing up. It's very interesting packing up your life to, not just move from one house to another, but to actually pack up your life to start something new was quite an experience. Just going like, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Why the hell do I still have this? My arch nemesis, Legion. How's it going?
If you didn't pack in long boxes, we're all disappointed in you.
They're back there. I didn't have that many long boxes to spare, so unfortunately.
I appreciate being somebody's arch nemesis. I didn't know that about us.
Well, that's why I jokingly referred to inside the head, just when we're always disagreeing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
And fun. So yeah, it's like you're my arch nemesis. We'll never really agree, but you're like the only person that I've had such disagreements with, but I've never gone on to bad terms. So it's like you're
how it's supposed to be. It's just comic books.
Yeah,
I've only agreed with him twice so far myself.
Yeah, I was about to say you're not alone, Matt.
I rarely agree with him. We haven't gotten into it because I don't find it necessary anymore. But we have agreed twice in the last month, and I've let him know both times. So,
but
I'm sure there's more. You just don't want the cat out the bag.
Yeah. So, Rob down there, how's it going? Good to see you. Ben Parker Comics, love your name, man. Love your name. Mark is a wicked something.
Smart.
Yeah, that makes sense. As if my brother would say smut or putz. There you go. My brother would say putz, even though he's not Jewish. So it's just he likes to say putz.
So would that make Rob our arch nemesis because we've gone up against him so many times on your show?
Yeah, you guys are practically it. You guys are practically. It's the fact it's only you guys. I think that's defined. Maybe one more time. That's defined the tiebreakers in the knockout. So that is a lot of fun. That is very interesting. The fact that you guys did 2 of the 3 or 2 of the 2. I forget which one, but it was a lot of work.
Because John's Comics won season 3, right?
Yeah, that's right. He finally season 4 here. He finally became a champion in his own right. So with Superman,
I mean, technically, I guess he would be our arch nemesis because like of that huge voting war we got into. That was funny. Yeah.
I liked that one actually, to have you guys do that and compete. That was a lot of fun, and rather than the right up to the end where it was less, it was fun seeing the larger number as you guys beat it back and forth on the knockout. That was a lot of fun.
He was so hard to beat. Oh my gosh. And it came right down to that night. It came right down to a
worthy opponent.
Like the last minute it came down to. People were still voting the next day after voting was closed. It was crazy.
Yeah. That's when I learned. I learned my lessons too late on the knockout. So that's when I learned I had to set a end vote for that. As technically speaking, the winner is not the winner if the voting continued.
Right. So, right.
Warlord, how's it going?
Hello.
How's my comic book doing over there?
Wonderful.
So, winner of the Fantastic Four 49 for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
Congratulations.
Speaking of Nemesis.
Rob, how are you?
Hey, good to see you. Long time.
Voice of the Knockout.
That is a killer shirt. I like it.
I like the drip you got rocking, as the kids would say.
I kind of like mine.
Very nice. Yes, you do smell the queen. Come say hi to Rob.
No, but yeah.
Say hi to everybody. Hi.
But I started preparing for this. What happens afterwards? Because starting next Monday, the prepared videos will drop. It'll be the first one will be actually I'll be going through Todd McFarlane ASM covers and ranking them from my least favorite to my favorite. So that one drops on Monday. So all the videos will be dropping on Monday. So that I try to keep it consistent. So that way, people would regularly show up or could know where to find me while I'm gone.
And what will your videos be featuring?
Well, a lot of just Pocan Joe here. Welcome. How's it going?
Hi.
Hey, sorry, I was running late. What's going on, everybody? How you doing?
Good. Well, my videos will portray a lot of things, like my oldest comic book, my thoughts on like Spider-Man Deserves a Family, my appearances on Only Slabs. I did a 5-part series where I was packing up my slabs and go and show off every single slabbed comic book that I have. But the funny thing is, when I pre-made a lot of these videos, all these videos beforehand, because we didn't know when I was going to be shipping out. And then when I decided to try and upload it, 90% of my files were corrupted somehow, and I lost everything, basically, except what was already there. And I lost several good videos that I'm looking at the thumbnail going, I can't remember what the video was about. I had such a brilliant idea. But like one of the ones I made for controversial clickbait, just to poke fun at Legion here, was Who Needs Batman? I had an excellent point that I was just going to argue and make fun just to see what it is. But it was like, who needs Batman?
Hey, now. Everybody needs Batman.
Yeah, but I wanted people to see that and get people to come in. It was kind of like a social experiment. I want to see how well this video does while I'm gone. But
how else will Danny Elfman make his music?
Right?
Okay, how will DC survive?
Exactly.
Well, pretty soon the rights are going to expire on that and Superman. It will be really
I can't wait for them to make the
that.
Batman horror movie.
Oh man!
The second the copyright expires, horror movie.
Yeah, you thought Winnie the Pooh
Blood and Honey was bad.
Well, I learned about that is that it's only that particular Spider-Man or Superman or whatever. So when Superman goes in the public domain, it won't be the Superman that can fly. Supposedly, it'll be just that Superman. And so you have to actually reach the expiration date for that particular character.
95 years on him somehow. But that's like what happened with Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse isn't in public domain. Steamboat Willie is in public domain.
So people have to tiptoe very carefully, or else YouTube and Disney combos them into the ether.
Mark Miller was already talking about having a Superman book ready. If he starts now, he can hire like the best artist that he can think of for his Superman story and have it ready. That way his artists can take 8 years to do it if they want to, but it'll just be ready to release the day of. That would be awesome.
Just like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah.
Well, see that Steamboat Willie murder one literally released the day, like the trailer dropped the day that the public domain opened. Like they had it ready. It was hilarious.
I've seen him, and there's been 2 appearances by Steamboat in Savage Dragon, which
awesome.
So it's like, that's very interesting. I mean, Winnie the Pooh, the Blood and Honey, I might want to see just out of curiosity. But when I saw the poster for Steamboat Willie, I thought, that is sick looking. I want to see that. And I don't like horror or horror kind of movies. I mean, I'm like,
I'm such a weenie.
So I mean, just
if you can make it kind of campy and still gory, it'd be great.
Yeah. But definitely seen a lot of fun.
I mean, we don't need dark and edgy, just fun.
Kind of like that last Dracula movie that Nicky Cage and Nikki Holt did. Did you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was so funny. That was a great movie. And I am bad with horror, but I enjoyed that a great deal. It was a lot of fun.
Right, Renfield one?
Renfield, yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really fun.
Yeah, my son likes that movie, Megan, that with that doll.
We haven't seen that.
That's
I've seen
Blumhouse
clips of it,
movie. Yeah.
Then he's like, he wanted us to see it, and we watched it one time here, and I'm like, not bad. I kind of liked it a little bit. So it just has to hit the right tone with me, I guess. On certain movies that are more things like, I always said my favorite Christmas movie was Die Hard. That whole argument. Then I saw Violent Night, and I was going like that. Really good. I didn't laugh that hard in a while when I saw Violent Night. Just that's
the one with David Harbour, right? Where he's Santa Claus.
Yes,
I think
I remember seeing the trailer for that. It was so silly looking.
Yeah,
it's really violent. It lives up to the name.
If you like some of those tones, try out Fallout. It's that new show on, I think it's on Paramount or Apple TV.
Amazon. Fallout. Amazon.
Amazon, yes. It just has that perfect balance of being a little gory, but still kind of funny, and still feels to the heart.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, a lot of fun here. So, what's everyone else? What's up with everyone else doing? Like I said, I've made my videos here. I'm good from April 29th all the way to the last one comes out December 30th when I rank the ASM Centennial covers. So
you've been working hard. Good God.
6 months free time.
Always on that grind.
Well, I wanted to make sure I worked very hard to get over 1,000 subscribers, and I didn't want to lose content by having an inactive channel. And so I'm going like one video a week, and I believe I have it set for Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Correct. So it'll drop there. So anyone who's subbed to me and hit the notification bell, every Monday a video will drop. And everything from, talking about my favorite Dr. Octopus covers, Green Goblin covers. I talk about my favorite Batman. It's most of it reflects me being mostly Marvel, but I have thrown in a few things in there. Like Superman Civil War, where is a Elseworld where Superman doesn't land he lands in Kansas, but he lands back when there, and so he appears in the U.S. Civil War at the Battle of, I want to say Vicksburg. No, it's Shiloh, I think. As he rises as a Kansas volunteer, and it's a lot of fun to see a Superman, throwing cannons and cannonballs and scaring the hell out of Confederates. So it's a lot of fun.
When did you enlist?
I talked to the Army recruiter for the first time July last year. I did my oath of enlistment, my first one here, February 29th. So it's several things, it's initial oath of enlistment, then you have like a second one where you have the send off, and then that kind of a thing. So I'm even doing a local send off here with the I forget who it's with. It's with the city, but that way all my family can be there because I can only have 2 people with me at MEPS to be sent off. You only get 2 people, and so it was just like everyone else can come to that one. So it's a local family thing, and then we're having a going away party that night, and then on Sunday I head down to Albuquerque to spend the night before I head out. So it's Monday morning. I'll be on my way to Missouri. So I'll be in Southern's backyard for a couple of months. So, but a lot of fun here.
So you've had what nine months?
Yeah, I've been working on it for 9 months since Stampede here. It's like a rodeo, last year in July 27th, something like that. I would have probably been sooner, but I was trying to initially try to go through the officer route, and to become an officer route, and that didn't work out, and so I switched to enlisted, and so the process was longer for that route. So I would have probably been in sooner if I had just gone enlisted initially, but the officers that I was doing my board with didn't feel I was ready to be officer and all that. So it's like, what, fine. I just want to in. I wanted to serve. It was just, my recruiter mentioned it and the idea just got stuck in my head. And I thought, why not shoot my chance, right?
Have you been working out and getting physically fit, or?
I've been working out. Yeah. I haven't done anything this last week. A guy who was in the Army said that a week and a half beforehand, just take it easy. You want your muscles to recover because you want to go into basic exhaust already my muscles strained. So I've lost a little bit of prep time technically, but my muscles will be, because I have a physically demanding job as it is. So it's just one of those. This is
going to be a lot more running.
Yeah.
More running.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that
we just have flashbacks.
Lots of running.
Make it stop.
At some point, you'll get so used to running, you'll just run and just not realize it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like I said, part of it is I don't know. I'll be waking up the usual amount of time. I'm used to waking up very early and all that. So I'm just going like, yeah, it's not really any different except working 6 days a week now instead of what I have been. So, but anyway, so how's everyone else doing? With comic books and all that? What do we think of the? Have we all seen the Wolverine or Deadpool Wolverine trailer?
Yeah,
Yes.
That was
I'm
quite
kind of excited.
Yeah.
A lot of nerd pills in there for anybody that reads any comic book at any point in your life.
Yeah.
I
Or
haven't.
just
I'm
watch the
wondering
movies.
if he's putting together the Secret Wars.
Yeah. What about that? I guess I saw it on Instagram before I saw it in the trailer. That name of that shop. The name of the shop.
Liefeld's
Liefeld's
nothing but feet.
Just
Yeah.
Just feet. That's it.
I wonder if they were purposely having fun at him, or if he accidentally, they like, please put that in there because that was just like,
Actually, he posted on, I think, either Twitter or Instagram earlier today a picture of his feet.
Yeah, he
Just saying,
tweeted out his
"Good
feet.
for you guys."
Yeah. He's a good sport, man. He's a really good sport.
yeah. I'm just wondering how I'll be able to see it. I'll be out of basic by then. I'll be in advanced training in Virginia, but I don't know if I'll have the free time anyway. Still,
Which
until
base in Virginia? You going to what used to be called Fort Lee, but it's called something weird now.
Greg Adams. It's in Fort Greg Adams.
Let me know when you're there, man. I pass through there all the time.
Cool. Yeah, my actually my stepmom's sister lives right down the road from Greg Adams down there region. So I'm like, oh, cool. I'll have a ride if I need to go somewhere. So it's like, because a lot of fun. It was just very interesting. I've tried to do a lot of research basically on videos on YouTube and things like that, but not very many people, I guess, posted videos about paralegals to know, to have that information. So I was like, I guess I'm a nerd in more than one way, apparently.
You just have to scream you can't handle the truth and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't order the code red. And if you do, don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And if your superior officer tells you to do something, just, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Well, I'm used to doing that. And they say if they have to break you down before to build you into soldiers, I'm thinking of going like, but if I'm already yes, sir, and just do what I say anyway, are you really breaking me down? At that point, so it's like
they'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, probably.
Yeah, just breathe. They'll find a reason to be mad at you. Don't worry.
Yeah. But
Well, I'm going to step away. It was really good to see all of you guys. Matt, good luck. You're going to kill it. And we will talk to you when you get back, okay?
I also have a thing I need to go to. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
No
sorry,
worries.
we got to bounce. But it was great to see all of you. It's my first live appearance in probably since the last time I was on your show, Matt.
I can't
It's been
see
many moons.
He is live all the time, Mr. 50,000 subscribers, but I'm never
Yeah.
on. So, but for you, mwah. So good luck, okay?
yeah, thank you. Sorry, I was reading for this.
Is that live
But-
with two YouTubers?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't see you. I could hear your voice, but
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Last time I
I-
actually saw you was
Cave
Sabertooth
Studio is
versus
really
Reverse
tight,
Flash.
so-
Yeah.
I'm like hovering
I'm
behind
in
his
the
chair.
I'm in the bat cave here.
yeah,
so.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm like hovering behind his chair here.
Yeah, it's good to see you
Yeah.
again.
But you asked me, Arena.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you later.
Bye bye.
maybe-
See you guys.
Bye-bye. Any new comics that I'm proud of? Well, there was my Turkish reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 129 this year that I got my hands on. The Mexican Ultimate Fan Edition of when Peter marries Gwen, because Gwen didn't die in the Mexican comics. And those are the two really big books, honestly, that I could say that I got. It's kind of been a slow year for comics for kind of thing because I wasn't trying to collect.
Actually, Matt, knowing that you like Spider-Man, did you see about the J. Scott Campbell covers that he was doing for Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yes, I got those.
Did you order them? Yeah, they're on their way.
Yeah, I funny thing enough, we went to visit my father-in-law and my in-laws that weekend, but I was going to be out of internet range or internet thing for a while there. Something like, crap, it had to drop at that point. It couldn't drop a couple of hours earlier. So I had my brother going like, okay, here's my information. Here's how to pay for it. I need you to do this, this, and this, and this on this day at this time. And he managed to get me. Biggie, how's it going?
What's up, Biggie?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on. I just wanted to stop by and say I'm proud of you for going and doing your services. You're a great collector. That Mexican marriage Gwen Stacy book is a monster. I'm very aware of that. And I always appreciated the way you collected books. So good luck, and I hope to see you soon, man. I'll catch you later down the road. It's really busy and loud at my house. I don't want to bog down the stream, but I'll be in the chat.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Later, guys.
So I was collecting, like I said, but a lot of my books are like anniversary of Action Comics 300 or first appearance of Echo or her origin, one of the two, and just minor things like that. I mean, I'll still have a good amount of books to make a top 25 or top 10 at the end of the year, but it just won't be a Amazing Spider-Man #1, woo, kind of a thing. It'll just be a smaller year because I just was trying to prep and make sure I had my money for going off here. So it was just a minor key year, but you can't have big bangers every single time. So
priorities.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun there. So, but like I said, I made these videos to last until New Year's Eve, just because basic and AIT, I won't be able to really do videos, and I'm not sure what's going to look like after the fact if I'm still getting my feet on the ground. So I wanted to make sure I had videos set to run a few more weeks until I could figure out, okay, I can get live here and there at times. I mean, I'll pop in, for shorts or little videos here or there, kind of a thing, just popping in to say hi, like an update, but I doubt it's going to be an actual comic thing for a long time until I have some place to put them, for starters. So my brother
what are your feelings now that it's almost time? You've had all this time to prepare, and now it's finally here. How do you feel?
Well, yesterday I think I had one of my first big moments of where I think I actually slipped 100% in the mindset. I was thinking about my wife, and I just got really emotional for start. They're just gonna miss my family for the 2.5 months. Oh, longer than 2.5 months before I see them again, but it'll be slightly longer before I can hang out again like that, because I'll be straight off to Vance as far as I'm aware of. But just doing what I can, and just trying to keep my mind busy, although my wife's about to lose it. She's yeah, it's like, I thought I was ready. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm not. Just like, I don't know what to say, hon. I don't know what to say. She's very well, she was gone for a little bit during the week when she was doing her student teaching to get her teaching, master's and all that teaching degree. And so she was what school that she was teaching at was in Walsenburg, which is an hour and a half away from us. So she was staying with her mom. So from Monday to Thursday, she was over there. But now I'm the one going away for a while, but there won't be weekend seeing. It'll be fully like that. So I don't know. I've seen things where we can write letters when we can on Sunday, or I wasn't sure that I've seen people say email. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to communicate. I just know that I will be able to reach out and have phone calls now and then, if someone else in the barracks doesn't screw up and have our phone privileges taken away.
I recommend letter writing just as a way to kind of decompress, kind of let people know what's going on. Plus, it's always cool. My wife always said this. It's kind of cool to get something in the mail. And it means something to kids too. My daughter still keeps a lot of letters that I used to write. And I have horrible handwriting. They didn't care.
Yeah.
Probably why they kept them. They're still trying to decipher what you said.
Yeah.
I did not have horrible writing. You can't read shit.
But I recommend.
How's it going, hon?
I'm taking a break from schoolwork.
Yeah, she's almost done with a online thing like that, so she can she have a job basically teaching English as a second language online. What?
as a foreign language.
As a foreign language. So basically, it's a job she'll be able to do online. So wherever I end up and she ends up, she can be teaching at the same time.
Nice.
So I don't have any Kleenexes in here, so don't break into tears.
Use a shirt.
Get rid of
Just use
ya.
your shirt.
Say what?
I was telling her to use your shirt.
Oh, use my shirt. I don't know. I like this one from Shop. I got
Shop
made.
works, nice.
Yeah, well, Shop made the characters, and I put them together in a painting, and he turned it into a shirt, and I made sure to buy that shirt. So, but yeah, I look forward to that. So, yeah, I've just made a bunch of videos. Well, basically, I had to remake the videos twice because that whole glitch where I lost a lot of saved stuff was a nightmare. If I hadn't deleted it, because I recorded it on StreamYard when I paid a paid membership before I cancel it here after this show, so I saved $25 a month while I'm gone. If I didn't delete it yet, I had lost it, and so that's why I was going like crap. Well, it's a good thing I can know favorite Green Goblin covers. They're easy enough to create, but there are several books out there that I just couldn't recreate again, like the Who Needs Batman. I have a vague idea what I meant by the video, but I couldn't for the life of me remember it, and then I made other choices because other ideas popped up while I was remaking it, so I dropped some there since it was easier to make those new ones versus to try and remake the old ones. So it was just, but yeah, got things, ranking Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man's greatest villain, my opinion, my oldest comic book. I think I have my Spider Origin, where I talk about how I got into Spider-Man. Do you know how long you're going in? I want to do the career thing. I want to do 20 years, because that way I can retire at 55 and have
How old are you now?
afterwards. 35.
35. Okay, so you'd be hopefully by 55 a general.
I don't think they want me to
career
be,
path.
Don't want to do that. My wife wants me to show off this. I was going through Walmart the other day, found a Spider-Man clock.
Pretty cool.
Just like going like, why did all the cool shit have to show up when I'm going and I can't enjoy it? It's just like
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, so I pretty much bought it. It's still in the box. It's gonna go in another box and hopefully.
Your brother bought it.
Well, he did.
He's in trouble.
All right, man. Well, I gotta hop off here. Matt, dude, I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for what you're doing. It means a lot to a lot of people, and even the people that might not mention it. I'm sure they think about it. It means a lot to them. Be safe. I look forward to seeing your content and cringing through all the Spider-Man.
See you later.
Peace.
Stopping by.
See you, Mark.
But the Green Machines, be smart and stay safe. Well, I might be missed a little bit, but mainly by this one.
I can't wait to get rid of you.
Until 2 weeks in, please come back.
Yeah. But a lot of fun here. So
for now, you enjoy.
Yeah. My brother has agreed to go onto my comic shop for me and get a few comic books. I say I can't miss these. I need to have my ASM run complete. So he's gonna buy Amazing Spider-Man as it comes out for me, so that way I can add it to the box after I get my boxes with me and all that. So he's gonna collect boxes at his house until I can have someplace to get them here. So
I was about to say, where's the hunt? I mean, you got one through your full ASM run by yourself.
Yeah.
You can do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
As fun as that was, I don't want to do it again.
Easier to stay on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, plus because I thought it'd just be really fun to basically be like, hey guys, I'm back. And then have a stack of packages. But let's do a massive unboxing, shall we? Let's do another I'm back hangout where I open up, a couple of packages and all that. So like I said, I got these Ultimate Spider-Man J. Scott Campbell homage covers, but they'll have to wait till I get back to see them, most likely.
Yeah,
here.
we're probably not going to see that for a month from now.
Yeah. So it's just that and just a bunch of things. So don't know. I might have to change how I do things. I might have to get most of my modern books kind of digitally here, and and select a few things floppy for a while until I figure out what's happening. In the future here in my collection.
Have you thought about how you're going to say goodbye to your collection? Is it going to hurt?
A lot of tears involved, a lot of I love yous, and then I'll say goodbye to my wife. And...
Sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right.
Who gets the final goodbye, the collection or your wife?
Say what?
Who gets the final goodbye? Is it the collection or your wife?
Don't say it out loud.
I don't know.
I was about to say it's going to be the wife because the wife's holding the collection.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, well, both have cost me a lot of money, so I don't know which one I would say miss more.
Based.
Well, when you get to Amazing Spider-Man 1.
When you get to Fort Greg Adams, there's Atomic Comics, right? Not too far away from there.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm only 30 minutes away. If you want me to come grab you, we can go up there one day on the weekend when you're off, and you can just shop to your little heart's content.
But yeah, I'll reach out there. I'll have to remind me. Maybe, like I said, hit me up on Instagram or something like that, or remind me afterwards here. But I had a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, I have no idea what it's going to be like. I mean, all I know is I'll have my phone regularly again. I just don't know if I know I'm going to have to do a lot of studying, and there's going to be to learn all the legal stuff I have to learn. But
don't worry, they got time for that.
Yeah,
day starts early even there.
I wake up for my job here, which is my job here is my last day today. My old job now at Rustic, I got up at 4 a.m. because I needed an hour and a half, 2 hours of sanity before I spent the next 10 hours of work. So I mean, if I'm going to be waking up early, have a little less sanity time, a little more PT time, but I mean, that's what I made the joke. I'm going like, wait, they're going to wake me up. They're going to wake us up at 4:30 in the barracks. It means I get to sleep in. Maybe I shouldn't tell them that. You're like, oh, 4:30, I get to sleep in. That's nice.
Sometimes it's good to keep things close to the vest.
Yeah. My wife. I think I'm already like a bet going how long it's going to take to be called to get the nickname Old Man, because I'm not an 18-year-old kid going through basic. So.
Or you look at, unless they ask, they'll never know.
Just don't say anything.
Unless they look at my hair. I got more grays than I want to admit. But
bleach it.
I wasn't kids in high school that had the gray hair. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I wasn't the first time I truly was one of the first time I was truly going to miss going off to basic was last year. I went to Fan Expo in Denver. And I met Draco Malfoy and Ginny Weasley, the actors who played those characters from Harry Potter. I had them sign my 7th Harry Potter book because that was my favorite one. It's the one book I'd save out of everything before my comics.
Before his wife.
Who has legs and who doesn't? So it was like, save that one book out of the fire, and then a few comic books. But this year at the same Comic-Con, the Weasley twins are going to be there. So I'm going like, son of a, really? Come on now. So my wife is going there for me to have them sign that book too.
Happy anniversary.
For our anniversary present. So nice. So I mean, if that book was special to me before, let's add 4 signatures in it from the Harry Potter cast. So that book is truly going to be special now.
Oh, you know that you want Hermione to sign it more than anybody else.
Love you. I think.
I like that about a lot. You've left all these little tasks for everyone to do. I like that, man. You've really had time to think and plan this out.
Well, I didn't ask for that. Scratch that. I was going to ask my brother to go there to have Frank Miller sign, a couple of comics, for me.
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple. Not really very big ones, actually. Honestly,
that's a big ask you're asking your brother for, man. That might be a long line.
Yeah, well, that's what I told him. Going like, when you go there, here's what you need. Here's from my experience what you need to do first, because he wants to see a guy named Adam Savage from MythBusters.
Yes.
I'm going like Jordan. You got to do my thing first, because otherwise you're gonna wait longer. You have to do my thing first. I mean, yeah, I get this. It was a fun show. I enjoyed it when I watched a few episodes with you. But this guy is not a comic book guy. This guy is not going to be as popular.
Matt, I can kind of see it now. Your brother goes in with that Wolverine comic, but he's there for the Mythbusters guy. He winds up talking to Frank Miller, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" "I don't know. I'm standing around for some asshole comic book writer." I'm like, that would be me.
Yeah, his lines. Now. His lines. It's about a medium-sized line.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I told my Jordan.
You told your Jordan.
Yes. But I told my brother, CBCS, then him. Then you can do whatever you want. You can leave. Don't leave her behind, obviously. Actually, I'd love to see him do that. He went last a day.
It lasts a few hours.
But yeah. Love you, hon.
I love you too.
Good deal.
But so yeah, a lot of things going on here. So hopefully I can get out of to have some more free time there at advanced training. Until then, who knows? I'll have to wait till my first duty station for sure. Wherever that is, for sure.
Did they ask for your no-go list?
I don't think so. I've asked I've asked a few groups online. I think I got answers. Some people said it was like you can figure out things during basic, and then other people said it was during advanced to find out where you're going to go. I mean, in a way, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to go east or west and hit water. Basically.
Either way, you're going to be. You got one of those MOSs that it's on every base, so you can literally be anywhere.
Yeah, that's what my recruiter said. That my recruiter is basically he was infantry and all that. So my options were limited. Your MOS is every person's got to have it, so you have literally twice the opportunities I do. So I mean, I'm just wondering if I'm gonna I'm probably gonna get deployed in a sense too to certain areas, but I wonder what deployment's gonna look like for me in that regard. I know infantry is different.
Year,
yeah. I have an idea what they will call you. I'm guessing it'll be something like in a movie, embarrassing and funny.
Old man.
That'll be the fellow grunts. Optimistic with the old man nickname. It is what it is,
My old young man.
You don't look 35, so you might be okay.
Yeah, I had that. I'm not sure if it was here or in person. I'm like going, "How old are you?" And I'm going like, 34. No, you look a decade younger.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have a problem, man. I think you're gonna be okay as long as you don't tell them. You're gonna be okay. You could pass.
Actually, they're gonna kind of know on your first PT test because that's how they score you.
Yeah.
And they're like, holy crap, what's this old dude doing here?
Yeah, I fall into the 32, 36 range. So, but yeah, well, it'll be what it is. So it's not like you'll see the drill sergeants after that. So, yeah. And who knows? Get a lot of running in, get a lot of thing there. Just have to.
You'll get your steps.
Yeah, I'll get my steps. I never had to worry about my steps. I worked on my feet for 10 hours a day for 10 years here. 10 years. 10 years, 2 months was my hours here at Rustic is basically so. It's hard to believe.
Did you get the E4 advantage?
Yeah, I believe so. Here, so
you're going as an E4 instead of a buck private.
Yeah, my rank is E4 specialist. So
yeah, so that's good. You lucked out there because private pay sucks. You would, yeah.
That was
the whole time you were talking. I was like, "How's this guy going to feed his family?" But like I was kind of worried. E4, you'd be all right.
She looks good in a skirt.
Today was your last day of work.
Yeah, my last day here. Yeah. What?
How was that?
It was good. I had a decent morning. I wasn't pulled in 1,000 directions. I ended up going to half a dozen different places because of what needed to be done. Although I kind of deliberately ignored one guy I worked with who was asking me to do something, going like, this last day here, I'm not going to go in 1,000 different directions because, there's like 45 minutes left in the day. Can you ask to do this? I really need this. Like, yeah, sure. I'll, walked away out of part of the building going like, I'm not doing that.
45. Yeah, 45 minutes. I'm not going to be worried about getting fired.
45
what are we going to
minutes.
do? Call you in basic day one? Hey, Matt, we're going to need you to come back to work here. Get the fuck here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Get out of here.
I mean, it was 45 minutes from there. It was like, well, I'm not going to be diverted. You wait. I'm not going to, after 9 hours and 15 minutes, you're not going to divert me into something I didn't want to do. Now, if I was showing up tomorrow, yeah, here, I'll help you out. It's 45 minutes left today. I'm going to be gone soon. Who cares? But it was just like going, no, I'm going to end this day the way I wanted to do it. So it's funny enough. I did a little bit of everything my last day here, which is kind of where I started. I was detail sander, so I did that a lot this morning. I did some things with the bed products. I did that. And so I almost jumped everywhere, doing a little bit of everything in basically all the jobs I ended up doing throughout the 10 years here. So it's like this last day was a culmination of my 10 years, ironically enough. So it was kind of like, it's just one of those things. But yeah. So got next few days off to 100% pack and live out of a box and make sure I'm 100% ready to go. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to think about it. I'm literally right there now. I'm technically unemployed as of right now. So.
Oh, you're on vacation for a few days.
Yeah.
Before the real job starts.
Yeah, that's true. I get paid on Friday for the 40 hour for my 80-hour week. And then 2 weeks from now I'll get my final paycheck, which is basically one more week of work, which actually coincidentally enough should last me until the first paycheck from the Army goes through and gets rolling. So if I luck out, I won't miss a day of financial money. Basically, it all worked out perfectly.
Well, here's a good question. Do you still have like sick days or things like that that can be applied to that final check?
Pay time off, yeah. So I think I'll have about 13, 14 hours of pay time off hours. So I'll close out this week with 45-ish hours. So, yeah, but I'll get it all that last paycheck.
Nice.
So
every little bit will help.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna bounce out, man. Hey, I'm very proud of you, dude. This is a massive stuff. I think it's a dream you've had and you wanted to do it, and it's gonna be an adventure, bro.
Yeah.
It's man, definitely. I'm good to see you back.
All right. It's good having you, Hialeah. Thanks for coming.
Thanks. Take care, guys.
Yeah, honestly enough, it has been a dream in that regard. I mean, right after college, I tried to enlist in the Navy. I think part of my reason at the time was enlist in the armed service. I wasn't married, didn't have a family, so I thought I could travel the world and at the same time have my college loans paid off by the military. But the Navy didn't work out for one reason or another at the time. I'm not sure. I think one of the reasons why I didn't study for the ASVAB and I barely passed it or something like that. And so it's kind of like
you don't want to get stuck with a bosun mate's job.
Yeah, but he was basically like going like, okay, you basically only qualify for 2 jobs, and so you can try the Army. They'll take anyone that's breathing. Yeah.
No, they won't.
And besides, the Navy doesn't know how to land planes.
But
rather than smoothly come in onto the ship, they just bounce the damn thing.
Yeah, but I remember thinking at the time, I'm not going to have this person, we don't want you, but they'll take you. And I guess it's one of those things where I didn't like when I was younger. I didn't realize I was really reading comic books when I was reading Garfield and Archie and the Sunday papers and things like that, or graphic novels because it was called graphic novel, not comic. I didn't call it a comic book; it was called graphic novel. So I wasn't realize I was reading comic books until something clicked years later, and so I didn't realize that infantry was just one job in the army because I didn't want to end up in infantry. I didn't want to be an infantry person. And so if I'd known that you didn't have to be an infantryman, you can be something else, I would have probably tried to join the army there, possibly. But
well, thankfully you didn't, because if you did, then we wouldn't have met.
Yes, I didn't. Met my wife not long after, got married, and only looked up years later going, I really wanted to do this, and I didn't. And I better do it before I can't.
And I pushed you.
Yeah, you kind of pushed me.
I pushed you.
Did you push me if I'm already falling?
You push me if I'm already falling. That's funny.
I'm already mid-jump off the side of the building. I pushed you! No, you didn't.
She kicked you a little bit.
Well, that's a Monday.
No. It's an everyday thing that ends in Y.
Oh, yeah, that day. I love you, hon.
I love you.
So, what's everyone else's plans coming up? I'm going on a very long road trip here real soon. What's everyone else doing?
Let's see. Next month, I took first place for jewelry making in the National Veterans Creative Arts Festival. So I'll be out in Denver, Colorado, doing that with the other veterans all week long. My Evil Air project this month, I'll be dropping that this weekend. I made my own silver coins.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
There's your preview.
Nice.
What is that on the front there? It looks like
my logo for the Evil Air. Yeah. It's
okay. Okay. I mean, it looked like a little bit like a bird landing on someone's shoulder. I wasn't able to.
It doesn't show up well on camera, so I've been editing that. Here's some comic books I bought. That I didn't show in my review today. That is a beautiful cover right there. I love that cover.
Yeah, I didn't buy that one. I thought about it, but I didn't. I bought it.
Yeah, and then Something Killing the Children.
Nice.
And then I went ahead and broke that. And not a big Turtles reader, so I'll just call out cover. Bought their 150th foil.
Nice.
Was yours $12.99?
I get a 20% discount at my comic book store. Veteran discount.
If it was after discount, would it have been about like $12, $13?
Right around there, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
It was about average, I think. He only had one copy, so I was like, I'll buy it.
Yeah. I get my books through the new my comic shop and all that here, and this Wednesday was the first time I basically forward them to my brother, so he's going to start getting my new comic books until I get them here. Although I did buy on Amazon Kindle ASM and Ultimate because I wanted to read those and didn't want to wait until I got back since they came out on Wednesday. So I bought those digitally so I could make sure to read them.
Make sure to read Avengers Twilight.
I've heard a lot about that. So, yeah.
6 issues. I think there's only 5. Did the 5th one just come out? Yeah, it's not quite over yet, but it's one of the best so far this year.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good reviews from a few people mentioning it. So I just never opened it up, I guess. Well, of course, I can't really open it up. I don't have a comic shop near me that I can go into. So, the only one close by, the owner is a real Richard. So
he's Richard Johnson because he's double bad.
Yeah. Yeah. He's amazing. He has a Johnson, real Johnson who likes to look at his privates. Yeah. Or else that what is it? Austin Powers whole line there. They went through all the innuendos.
Yeah.
That was fun. But yeah. But I look forward to seeing the reaction to one of my videos here. July 1st, I have the top 10 most valuable comics that I own. So I look forward to seeing how outdated that video is when it drops.
It'll be outdated in a week the way comic prices go.
Yeah. Hey, Shop, how's it going?
What's going on, Shop?
Just got back from Little One softball game.
Yep.
Thank you for all you've done for the community. Well, you're welcome. And service. Well, I appreciate it, and not sure how long we'll be around here, but you're more than welcome to stop by if you have the 5 minutes. But yeah, that one there will be outdated. I'll look forward to seeing the comments on that one. I'm just looking forward to it. So I'm also looking forward to seeing how my channel reacts here since that contest giveaway I launched here, or did, basically BYOG, buy your own Grail giveaway. So, but yeah, I remember I set that up to here. So if I don't lose I'm gonna pop into my channel on Monday morning, take a screenshot of how many subscribers I have, because I'll before on my way to MEPS, take a screenshot of how many subscribers that I have, and if I don't lose any subscribers, I will do a basically mystery box kind of giveaway that's kind of custom made. It won't be huge. It'll just be some books you like, but every 100 subscribers starting at 1100 here, I'll basically put $50 shipped up to $250 or 1,500 subscribers, and that will be a Grail giveaway. So if you have a book that costs $200, $200 shipped basically. So that's if I gain subscribers, but don't know if that will happen if I'm not here to, because I've gained a lot of subscribers by doing my shorts every day on YouTube on most of my shorts. So don't know how my channel is going to do without me here to monitor it, but look forward to doing that. But if it grows by any chance, there's a perk to it growing. So if
you lose subscribers, will you go and break into those people's house and steal one of their comic books?
I'll steal
unsubscribe out there.
I'll steal their 2 rocks, and that way they'll leave their house better than I found it.
Well, my guy, I gotta
meteor rock.
All right, okay. Thank you.
I gotta head out. Remember, danger first, safety always, and your present self is your future self's best friend. So get your shit together before the next day. You'll be fine.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, Pokemon. So Warlord, how's it going with you?
Not too bad. I haven't bought any new comic books in so long. All my money and all my dedications going to this X-Men collection I've been trying to pay off for this last year.
Did you get that Batman Beyond continuum when it came out here?
No, I'm like dead focused on this X-Men collection that I'm trying to get.
So how close are you from the whole run? Or what are you working on exactly?
I have somebody who is selling me. He's keeping number 1, X-Men 1, but I'm getting 2 through 50.
Oh wow!
Nice.
So is there a way that you can get a second job so you can pay like $5,000 for a low grade X-Men 1 on the side?
We'll see.
Thinking about it?
That'd be my next goal after I get this X-Men collection.
Well, speaking of X-Men collection here, has anyone ever heard, either you two heard the channel Lunch Money Comics at all?
I know I've been on a show with one of them at one point.
But yeah, he basically the whole idea is basically comics he buys was basically lunch money kind of thing, kind of fun, although a couple things. He went to, he goes to like antique sales and comic book shops and does fun little things, and he talks about, his channel's actually exploded a lot. He went to an estate sale, and he found it was a 1959 Archie comic book. But this little thing that he bought for $5 was, valuable, rare. And someone mentioned it, whatever. He had it graded. It came back at 9.2, and it sold. It sold for like, not Harmony. What's that auction site?
Heritage.
There it is, Heritage, and got like $5,000 or whatever, and with that money, bought his X-Men 1. So this is who do I have to sacrifice on the altar of the comic book gods to find these comic books out in the wild? Who do I have to, just?
Well, the guy I'm buying the X-Men from, he gave me a deal that I just couldn't pass up,
Yeah.
and was
maybe
willing
at
to pay
the end he'll give it
payments.
to you.
So what now?
Yeah.
Maybe at the end, after having everything paid off, he'll reconsider and say, "You know what? I reconsider." Just just casually ask, not, "Hey, are you going to sell it?" Maybe he'll do it.
No, he said if he decides to sell it, that was his Grail book. If he does decide to sell it, I'd be the first, considering that I have the rest of his first 2 through 50.
Nice.
Yeah.
But the first Scarlet Witch is CGC. I forgot what grade it is, but it's signed by the actress.
Nice. Elizabeth Olsen.
Wow.
Yes, Elizabeth Olsen. Yes.
Nice. I mean, I've heard all sides of that debate, having actors sign comic books and all that.
Well, his
but
thing was it's a low grade copy, but his thing is with it signed by her, he could possibly trade it up to get a little bit of a higher grade without signed.
Nice.
Because I think it's I think it's a 1.0 or a 2.0.
Yeah. Yeah, I did shop. Funny enough, I was gonna miss the opportunity, but I had my brother basically have my information to purchase it, buy it for me. He wasn't able to get the I just wanted the books. I didn't need them signed or anything, so I got the unsigned ones. But he was slightly behind and all that. He missed out on the ABC cover, so he ended up having to do the AB and the BC cover. So there's gonna be a extra book of it's the whole it's the homage one where Mary Jane's on the couch and the sofa with the window, but it's gonna be the family one. So there's gonna be an extra cover of that. So I think my brother asked if he could have it, basically, but yeah, I couldn't miss out on those, and it's a good thing we got them there, because like I said, I've seen on Instagram here pre-sale eBay for those
They
being
were
like 300
gone in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it was like I've seen pictures on Instagram, whatever, like pre-sales on eBay being like $375 for the unsigned books. I'm going like, yeah, I mean, I would have had to get those books, and I don't think I could have paid those prices or wanted to pay those prices. So I was like, whew.
I just got the unsigned ones, but I ordered all 3.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, because I thought about it briefly, and I'm going like, I have a J. Scott Campbell. I think I have 2 signatures by him. I got the first ASM 1 from the volume 6 here, the Campbell cover, the regular Spider-Man cover, and I had just bought that book signed. And they're like, well, I don't need them to sign those books. I really wanted them because of the homage covers. So I was like, I'll just save myself money and save myself the signature.
Mm-hmm. This came out today. It was $9, or hold on, $10.
Yeah, I saw that one came out today or on Wednesday. Yeah.
I can't wait to start buying books again. But I got tunnel vision for this X-Men collection.
No, I get it. Right now, I'm working towards getting Fantastic Four number 2, 3, 6, 15. And then he also had some of the Journey into Mysteries I needed. It was 87, 88, 91, the gray gargoyle. So yeah, I get it. We're all working towards something.
Oh yeah.
All right. Here's a question for you guys though. Out of all 3 covers, which one is your favorite? I think my absolute favorite was this one.
Them all on the couch. Oh well, that was nice.
And I
like the one where they're all on the couch and he's swinging off.
Yeah, I mean that one is nice. I like it a lot, but I think I just liked I like the intimacy moment, I think, between Peter and Mary Jane on this one. So that's my favorite of the 3, is that homage cover. I have to say I like Peter with a beard. I like the way he's appeared in the comics. The way he's appeared on some of the covers made it look like he was a homeless man who found a Spider-Man suit.
I haven't read it. That's the one where he got the powers later in life, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
He
I
was
heard it's
screwed
good.
out of it by a evil Reed Richards, maker.
Yeah, the maker basically denied superheroes access to their powers at key events, and yeah, he got his powers back. But yeah, just I like it. I mean, it's very interesting. I mean, it's the whole. I love I love him being married. I love him having a family. I really
His
hope that
daughter's
this.
the first one to discover that he's Spider-Man. So he's like, okay, well, I need to come up with a better costume than this black thing. So he starts doing all these Easter egg costumes. And the daughter's like, no, Dad, you are just so old.
I am
It's the
cool.
best. It's like,
Yeah.
this is cool. No.
Yeah,
I have to buy those books here soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Batman Beyond book that you were talking about, yeah, I didn't even get it yet.
Yeah. Let's see.
I just got that tunnel vision.
Yeah, I understand that. And like I said, I was tunnel vision for my ASM run. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's definitely a cool thing. I just really hope that the Ultimate Spider-Man universe does not go away again. I really hope that this is a long haul series and not just a, well, it was fun, but here's your 50 issues.
If it keeps being popular.
Hey, John.
It's the current champion of the knockout. How's it going, Jeff?
Finally, the guy who made it to the end.
Yeah, there's no hyphen. There's no hyphen on your
no
championship match.
asterisks. No, it's legit.
Yeah. So
thanks for the invite, man, and like it's a funny sort of send off, but very very excited for this new journey in your life, and yeah.
Well, I remembered Matt Boyad 7 doing his whole send off thing before he did the Bishop, thing a couple of years before he kind of did. I mean, he's a few videos since then, but he's not back in the way that I remember him being.
Yeah.
But
he knew it would be a few years of recalling.
But I just want to say, well, I wanted to have a chance to just hang out and talk and all that, because, like I said, just because for a while there, this was the biggest thing in that regard. My hobby and the passion. I was working so hard to build this channel, having so much fun, and finally reached the goal of 1,000 subscribers. And now, as of this morning, I'm 1,066, I think. So, so a lot of fun. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Dan Gavazin from my favorite, Spider-Man Crawl Space, between Crawl Space and Amazing Spider Talk. Gotta love this channel's here, but gotta love Dan and Mark do some great work for Spider-Man here. So I listen to their podcasts every time they come out. In fact, they're the only Patreon I'm supporting right now, because I've tried to minimize all my bills here. After I basically do this live show, I'm canceling my StreamYard here, so I'm not paying $25 a month. And but I couldn't scale back on the Amazing Spider Talk. It was just like to support them. So but I love them. And every once in a while, my opinions on the books usually reflect relatively or right around where their opinions are. I like to grade my books mentally in my head here too, and my opinion for the books either match up with them or match up with Brad in the Spider-Man Crawl Space here. But I find myself, I guess, more matching the grades with Amazing Spider Talk. I'm very hard not to please. I think it's kind of like a kid in the candy store. I'm going to walk out happy.
You're just happy to get more Spider-Man. I get it.
Yeah. So, but in fact, they like to joke. Both the back on the Amazing Spider Talk here. Both of the co-hosts have complete collections, like I do, including the annuals. Although only one of them has an Amazing Fantasy 15. So it's kind of funny though. So one of them doesn't have Amazing Fantasy. One does. I have a single graded page of it, so I fit right in the middle of them. So when I'm back here, I would love to have a chance to do a video with the two of them, but
sure,
I didn't reach out in time. Too busy doing this other stuff here before I go off to the army. So it's gonna have to be a dream for another day. But
sure.
yeah,
Hey, Amazing Spider Talk, you're in the chat right now. If you're able to, jump on right here and let's see if you can put something together to stitch on to the next show.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go, Dan.
Man.
Yeah, there you go, Dan. If Dan or Mark, whoever, I'm pretty sure it's Dan though, since you know. But if you have 5 minutes, you want to say hi, you're more than welcome to stop by. So,
just subscribe to him.
Yeah, well, you don't have to do that, but a lot of fun here. In fact, I have a couple of their prints here. Up here, I have these two prints that I've gotten from supporting their Patreon.
Oh, nice.
Here. So it's a lot of fun here.
I just made a laser etched print of that middle one.
Yeah.
The Zek, man. Killed it. So good.
Yeah. And then down
that was
here,
one of the books I had Mike Zek sign when I met him.
Yeah.
That and Secret Wars 10 with the Doctor Doom cover.
Yeah. Well, no worries. I understand completely. Your our kids come first, right? My son is about to turn 16 in June. So
I beat you by 6 months.
Yeah. So he's in that special phase where I'm an idiot and he knows everything.
So's my daughter. Yeah, Kate's definitely in that phase.
Yeah.
Just remember nobody knows anything. Everything everybody's ever learned, they learn from somebody else or trial and error.
Yeah. But a lot of fun here. So tomorrow I have a future soldier event tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna be up in Fort Carson. Awesome. Well, tell her thank you for her service.
Oh, nice.
So, but
that looks awesome.
I have a future soldier event on tomorrow. It's I'm meeting
like an orientation kind of thing.
It's not really an orientation, but those are some good wood burns. I like those a lot. What is it? I'm gonna have to look in the text that he said. You'll tour and meet the world-class athlete program, WCAP, and use the close combat tactical trainer, which can be anything from rifles to tank kind of thing. So, but so I get to meet the world-class athlete program, basically the people, the army people and military people who actually participate in the Olympics. So you see like the rifle event, the marksmanship event, you see people usually in the army kind of thing that are there. And so that's that's what is there. And I told my wife about the close combat tactical trainer, how it could be possibly a tank related, and she's like going like, I want to go. I don't think you can go. But so yeah, it's a great way of exploring your chapter of life. Yeah, I just wish I had done this sooner. Like I said, I tried to get into the Navy a decade ago, when I was in 2013, but I didn't study for the ASVAB, so I barely scored high enough to qualify for some jobs. And so it's like going like, well, so it's kind of like an average person, nothing special. And so we're not really, don't really need just an average person. We're trying to look for these other jobs here at the time, but the Army's right next door. They'll take anyone breathing. But at the time I thought Army was infantry. That was my mindset. And so I didn't want to be an infantry person. I didn't want to be walking down the streets of Baghdad trying not to step on something. So, but if I'd known I could do other jobs, I might have done the Army thing. But I guess if I had done the Army thing, I would have met my wife, because it was me still being around here that I signed up for online dating. And then, yeah, so things work out the way they're supposed to work out. So I'm in the Army now, and I got my wife and son. So win-win, win-win.
Yep, definitely a win.
So now I just have to make sure. And I have to pass 6 events for the ACAT, I think, the Army Compact, something the test or whatever to basically graduate basic. I know I can do the deadlift. I know I can do the push-ups. I know I can do the plank. I know I can do the medicine ball over the back throw that is there. The only one I haven't pushed myself fully with is the 2-mile run that you have to do. My age group, you can't be longer than 22 minutes. So
11-minute miles. Okay.
Yeah. So I know I can. I ran a mile. I've ran a mile. I've run a mile here in 8 minutes 6 seconds, 8 minutes 29 seconds. So I know that I can keep the pace up.
Right.
Qualify, but I just have not pushed myself the full 2 miles before I had to stop exercising to try and to recover physically before I go into basic, and where I'm going to have nothing but, that was the advice.
Matt, you know how I believe in you? This is how I believe in you. Last week, the Metro mover down here broke down, and I had to walk almost 3 miles into Brickell and be somewhere in an hour. Somehow, I made a 3-hour walk in just over half an hour. That's how I know you can do it. Because if my fat ass in a suit could do that in 92-degree weather, so can you.
There you go.
Yeah. And I didn't think about that, Dan. I'm basically the amazing Ultimate Spider-Man becoming a hero after a wife and kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a fun way of looking at things, because just more and more I can relate as an adult. I relate to Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and thinking about that when Ultimate here is going like, man, it's even more relatable now with the whole family aspect. But I'm just going to miss reading Ultimate here. I'm just glad I got to have the 4 issues that I did before I'll miss out on the next 2.
You can always read it on your phone, right? Download it digitally and read them on your phone.
Well, like I said, my
also,
brother
think of all the great stuff you'll have to read when you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Little one asked me to take them to bed. Yeah, no. Cool. Thank you for stopping by shop. Wishing the best wishes. Well, I appreciate it. You guys, my Spider-Man brother here, you guys are a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys being in my life too. Both of you arch enemies at the same time. Yeah, you missed that whole portion, John, where I basically, when Legion popped up, I said, it's my arch nemesis, Legion. And so Rena had between Rob and you were her arch nemesis for the knockout.
That's why she's scared now, right?
Yeah. How should we poke them?
Rena, just talk about your love for Indiana Jones. Your mom will be so happy.
But yeah, my brother's gonna buy my brother's gonna buy some comic books for me while I'm gone, so I don't miss out on gaps. Because I completed my Amazing Spider-Man run. I am not gapping it. Even if I can go back and buy those 4 issues,
right?
Kind of thing. I don't want to miss out. I want to be able to claim I have a complete collection of Amazing Spider-Man. So
including the ones when Peter Parker turns into Green Goblin in issues 51 through 52.
Actually, I don't know if that's going to be the case. Reading this last issue of ASM, I'm beginning to suspect that we're having the wool pulled over our eyes, and it's actually going to be Chasm turning into him. Is my guess.
That would make more sense.
So that's my guess, and that's my dollar bet, and I'm sticking to it. So
do we need that many villains as Spider-Man?
We actually watched the first Indiana Jones a couple weeks ago. I enjoy Indiana Jones. I like the last movie was good. My favorite one was the first one and the one that appeared before the last one, where what's it called? Crystal Skull.
You like the Crystal Skull?
I liked the love interest. I liked him having a kid. Just call me a sap. But I like that.
What about and the boof swinging through the trees like a monkey?
Yeah.
And the nuclear bomb where he's in a refrigerator.
That it was so much fun. I would if that was a ride, I'd tried it. But I just when that scene there at the first beginning, he opened it up and said lead line, I just laughed out loud, going like, of course that's how he's gonna survive it.
Right.
He gets himself in a lead line refrigerator and goes flying like a football.
I love all the
my
first
old
three
man.
are all really entertaining. I think there's a lot of fun in all three of the original films. I do not like Crystal Skull, and I have not seen the newest one, The Dial of Destiny. I haven't seen
it was definitely a
movie,
more of a letdown than I was hoping for. But yeah, so I look forward to that. Again, I have my videos popping in on Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern. And again, it's me and my channel is heavy on Spider-Man. You know,
Yes,
favorite
indeed.
Doc Ock, favorite Doc Ock, favorite Green Goblin, favorite Mary Jane covers. Although I do, why Spider-Man deserves a family. Although I made that video before Ultimate Comics, Ultimate Spider-Man, and then when I lost the video because of corruption, and then after Ultimate came out, I was able to basically go on. This is no less relevant, but why Spider-Man deserves a family. So I just enjoyed that there, going through my slabs. 4 knees to let Indiana go. I don't know.
I think he's done with it.
Yeah, I mean, my wife definitely has that argument going. They need to let movies end. Going like, how many Fast and Furious movies are they're gonna make? Well, I'll tell you what. Stop going to the movie theater and spending money. They might stop making them.
Right. I mean, they'll keep making them. We keep paying to see them.
Yeah. I see things. I can understand things from a corporation side of arguments. So that's why I'm like, you people are getting mad at Marvel for creating comics that we get to hate read, and then you're like, why won't they change things? I'm going, you're the one buying it. I just buy it and don't complain about it. So I like that cover a lot. The falling title and the scan code there. It was just very fun. So
anytime they play with the fonts and the way that the lettering's done,
yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
I love those kind of covers.
In fact, that reminds me, that was one of the videos I didn't remake because I forgot. I couldn't figure out what I meant by my own thumbnail, because the thumbnail survived, just not the content. And then after I completed all my videos and filled in my spots, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I meant by it. I liked the idea of a Peter Parker's evil twin. All the things with movies of my evil twin. Well, now Peter Parker has an evil twin, in that regard. So I like that. The what?
It's like Bizarro.
Yeah, I liked the whole idea of a cracked mirror kind of thing, and yeah, maybe it could be done better in some regard, but I like the idea of a cracked mirror evil twin. And so Ben as Chasm fills that role. And then
maybe.
Well, I'm not going to talk to the camera when I can talk to their faces.
Yes, but they want to see your faces.
Well. Or Mrs. Comics making her second off-screen appearance. So love you, hon.
No, you too. Don't you dare wake me up at 3:45 again tomorrow morning.
You chose not to go to sleep.
I couldn't fall asleep again.
Excuses.
Well, I'm gonna call it a night because I gotta get up super early in the morning to go to work.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Warlord, and take care of that Fantastic Four. I might stop by and take it back.
Oh, I won't tell you. I have it and it's locked up. But thank you for everything you do. I can't wait to see how basic training treats you. I can't wait for the 3, 6, and 1 year update from you.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll make appearances here and there, probably starting after Advance, when I can pop in and say, "Hi everyone, how's it going? I'm still alive. Well, see you later."
But which will most likely be in October.
No, that's when I'm done with
thank you for your service.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Warlord. But
yeah, good night, everybody.
Night. Sometime in October, I will be done with advanced training and basic as well. So if everything goes on schedule. So, but then I'm still have my videos for the next 2 months while I get my feet on the ground, for sure. And that's why I did videos up till December 30th, because make sure my channel did everything I can to make sure my channel doesn't shrink while I'm gone. So I'm just bummed. I got too busy with the army thing here. I never got the final details for that match I wanted to do with you, John, for the knockout. here.
Oh.
I wanted one final matchup. In fact, let me see if I can share. I had some difficulty here recently. Let's see if I can share it. Is it still here? Nope. I'm not going to go find it. But I basically created a what if thumbnail, basically, where I had Dr. Doom fighting Darth Vader because I really wanted to see that as a final matchup. I thought that would have been so much fun to see a Dr. Doom, Darth Vader debate on who would win.
Doom would win.
Vader.
My wife over here.
I say, why don't we do it right now?
Always could, but I would need more tea for that. But
What do you think you have your wife here for?
Want to make me some more tea, hon? I appreciate it. But yeah, I'll between the Force, but Dr. Doom has his sorcery too, so it would put him on relatively even ground with the Force and Force choking and that kind of a thing. So it's a lot more of an even fight than we would actually ultimately realize, in my opinion here. I mean, I honestly could see it going both ways. Although personally, I would want to vote for Vader just because of a Sith Lord winning it ultimately. But that's my opinion.
Sure.
You just want to see an old man cut off the head of a deformed guy in an iron mask.
Well, he already has the mask on. He can't, they're both masked up individuals, both too ashamed to show their faces.
Fair.
It's kind of funny.
But Vader's so old.
What?
What?
Oh, sorry. But yeah. Yeah, even though I didn't get that schedule, I was always playing with the idea of what to do for season 5 of the Knockout. Let's see, I had ideas. I had all X-Men, basically,
Speaking my language.
as incentive to get John on there. All X-Men. I'll save Storm for you.
There you go.
Anti-heroes. Marvel versus DC, where Marvel on one side, DC on the other, and then we had a crossover championship.
Sure.
I had a Battle of the Sexes idea, men versus
I like
women.
the Marvel DC. I think that's the best one that you got.
Yeah.
I think you'd get a lot more play across, because especially when you whittle down all the DC guys to one and all the Marvel guys to one.
Yeah. And then I had a lesser idea where I was like, don't know what I was like so excited about at the time. Sidekicks only, Robin or, then I had a, then let's see. But yeah, just things like that. Those are the ideas that I had. Just
fun.
And then I had ideas turning season. Then I had idea for a theme like a season 5, but it involved me getting a co-host for that season, someone who could do it regularly, or basically where you here's a group of characters, maybe like a group of like 20 characters on either side. We're doing a show where we basically select our characters to do, where it's basically or select the other person's team or something, and then we have like our best chance to win, and then we have our teams whittle it down into the last one being the championship. I don't know.
It's a knockout bracket with just 2 people playing each battle.
Yeah, and
one of them picks one.
Part of it was like me versus someone else.
Right.
I had the idea of me doing it with Legion. I have my Marvel guys over here. He has his DC guys over here. When we whittle it down to who best Marvel versus DC character, and I feel so sorry for DC.
Captain Marvel, men versus women.
Yeah. Then she wants to see a Marvel versus Marvel Captain matchup here, because she likes the
Carol Danvers versus Carol versus Shazam, or do you want Marvel versus Shazam?
Marvel.
She's only missing one issue of the original Captain Marvel run there.
That's awesome.
And that's the only comic she has really, besides a handful of others. So but very proud of her on that little goal. It's nice little 63 issue run. But
I recently got this one.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's the Carol becoming.
That's first Carol.
First Carol.
First Carol.
Carol. There we go. I knew it was one of those two things.
Okay, it's graded. So have you read it?
I have not read that issue. I've
No
never
worries,
read
I
that
have not read one of mine.
That's a taboo subject in the community.
No, it's fine. I've read. I bought it because I love the Claremont Ms. Marvel run. I really love that series, and I have the omnibus for that one, and I have the full run in singles as well. But I never had her first appearance. I was like, I need to get this book.
Have you seen the movie The Marvels?
I have. I'm like 3 Marvel movies behind. I haven't seen the Ant-Man one. Yeah.
Oh, Ant-Man sucks.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
good. Heard
The best part of Marvels was them herding cats, literally. The Flurkin.
The Flurkin.
Let the Flurkin eat you. Yeah, my wife busts out laughing when she watches that scene.
It seems right up my alley because I liked the first one and I liked the Ms. Marvel TV series. I thought was really cute. So it seems like it's right up my alley. I'm just behind on Marvel movies.
Speaking of the devil, my brother popped in here just here. So he's
Girl.
Yeah. He has a complete collection of the first volume. I guess he doesn't have a full run of the whole thing yet because there's a bunch of, depending on how you do it. So, but he has he has Spider Girl 1 to What If 105 and 1 to 100.
Nice.
So we both like Spider Girl, but I have to say, John, I kind of miss the warped map in the background.
It's still here. It's up in the corner over there.
Oh, you banished it to the corner.
I did. Yeah. It was made by my students. I think you probably knew that.
It looked like something third graders made.
It was a combination. I think the first, second, and third classes all worked on it, but a bunch of my third graders did, and it was just wasting away in the garage at my school. And I was like, this because nobody, we never tried to sell it. We just kind of used it for this event. And then I was like, I'll just take it home, and it was fun for a while. But then I started framing these pieces, and I was like, okay, I gotta put that stuff up. And I just got 2 more pieces to frame, and apparently I'm becoming a statue collector because I got like 5 of those now, and I got to start finding ways to put those up.
Yeah, technically I only have 2 statues that I can think of, maybe 3. But yeah, I have only 2 sets of really artwork. I have my prints like here from the Dominic Glover. So I've got several Spider-Man related prints from him.
Sure.
I got at cons. And then I got my prints up here, which I guess that one's
the Mike Zeck one. Yeah.
But the 2 on the other side, the black and white, were actually paid from membership benefits from the Amazing Spider Talk podcast
that you were mentioning earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, hon. But yeah, so that's the only original artwork I really have is those things in that regard. But
yeah, I mean, these are prints. This Wonder Woman here is the David Mack print, and then the Nightwing one above it is a Bruno Redondo print, signed by those guys, and Tom Taylor also signed. And then, but the other 4 are commissioned pieces. I got a Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and then I won this from I Love Signed Comics back in the day. It's a Phoenix print or original art piece. And then I got the Storm, of course.
Yeah, I have only one comic book that was not a commission, but I bought it because I wanted a original art cover,
like a sketch cover. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, issue number 1. And I think it was the 5-issue mini thing, and the artwork that was on it was Carnage, Venom, Ized, Gwen Stacy, and Mary Jane, and the symbiotes were skimping them out. So it was a very risque kind of a cover. So it's kind of like going well, this is a good one if I have to say so myself.
There you go. Right.
But what I do want is I want to do a commission cover, but I wanted to do it with my wife and son here. I was kind of thinking, like Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy, and then I played with the idea of turning my son into a villain, just because of, being a teenager, you earn the role. So, kind of teasing it. Or if I didn't do that, turn him into Miles Morales in the black suit, basically.
Nice. That's a way better choice. I like that one better. You'll look back on it more fondly, I think.
Oh, I'll look back fondly in that regard anyway. I always say my son could break diamonds. So that kid can do anything that he, it's just like, and he has to treat it carefully. But yeah. So what are you up to, John, besides working in?
I was gonna say, yeah, just long work week this week for me. And then finishing up the Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 4, wrapping up that storyline. We got like 8 issues left in that volume.
Yeah. I saw you talking about before I started the show here. I started your review on the last X-Men 97 here.
So good, show. Oh my god!
I have to say, there's only one more episode left, correct?
It's one episode, but it's a 3-part episode. So they're gonna do 3 half-hour episodes, making up one show in the end.
Well, either way, I'm gonna miss it for a while. I'm sitting here going like, son of a really.
Again, just something at the end of the day, after a long day at basic, you got your phone out before you go to bed and you listen to that episode, right?
Well, I don't know if I can do that per se. Maybe during advance, but then again, yeah. I've worked with my brother for 10 years here. He worked at the same job at Rustic. He actually helped me get the job here originally after he started there 5 months before I did. But for the past. How many years, Jordan, have I worked?
Does that mean all the stuff that you didn't do at the end of today, he's going to have to do on Monday?
We finished our order back on Tuesday morning. We've been doing other stuff since. In fact, I actually helped him with his next week's order. You're welcome very much. So
10 years
kind of thing, but
a long time.
Yep. 10 years, 2 months I've been working on that job. It was my official longest job. My one before that being 6 years. But yeah. He's the woodworker. He's the beaver of the family. He likes that kind of thing. So he's done some good stuff.
How about you, Rob? How long have you been working as a court reporting, right?
Yep. So doing this, it's been since 2016. Before that was Uber for like 2 years. And before that, about 13 years of being an art director. So we're kind of approaching the period where I might be doing this job as a court reporter longer than I was an art director. So that's fine with me because it was watches and it was the same job almost every day. And like anything else in life, and especially you joining the Army right now, most people for their jobs, they go in and they do the same 3 days of work over and over and over for their entire time at that job.
Right.
Being in the military is going to be completely different because you'll be doing new things every day, very differently every day. As a court reporter, I get to hear new stuff every day, but it's still the same depositions, still the same hearings, the same CME. It's me just clicking, clacking on a computer and just going, you're number 1, you're number 2, you're number 3. I'm not really typing. I'm just looking like it. It's like a DJ. I'm not actually doing anything.
Yeah. Part of my thing for the Army is like, I've done all sorts of things. I've watched, like I got into comic books. I was going getting channels I watched. And so when I was getting into the Army and doing more, I get information. I followed a couple of Army channels here. One of them, Christopher Chaos is a guy. He works, he's a civilian now, but he's up there working at Fort Carson near me here, or Fort Carson's near me near Springs. And so he talks, I get some information from him and things like that. And when I'm researching other videos, I'm going like, well, one of the things I was interested in, it was paralegal at the time. So I was looking at first Army videos for paralegal. I actually found a 2-part video, basically of some African-American woman. She was a paralegal person. She was actually at Fort Carson, oddly enough, too. And so I kind of saw her day in the life of kind of a thing. And so I saw her, getting ready a little bit, setting up what she could in the break in the room and all that she could show, interviewing a couple of people she worked with. So I had a small little sense of what my future career is going to be like, but there's a little more on other careers because I go straight from comic book nerd to legal nerd. So, but I liked that kind of a thing. I liked the law aspect of things, and all. I liked learning legal stuff like that. Hardest part was just
go into the military and become an attorney.
That was kind of the idea. is I originally tried to be trying to do the JAG thing, but I needed a law degree first of all before I could do that. But who
The
knows?
JAG attorneys are some of the best I've seen.
Yeah. But
I mean, we have one down here in Key West, Judge
Mhm.
Mark Jones, and this guy runs the tightest ship that you see in a courtroom, at least down in South Florida.
Yeah. But I'll just have to see how things end up. You know, I might not be as active on, well, I definitely won't be as active on YouTube as I was before.
Sure.
But maybe whatever I do a weekly thing of here's my new comic book day video in the week. Here's what else is new with me. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday. But maybe, and because I don't know what ends up happening, but because the idea is like, well, I could always try and do online, online school, try and do one class at a time, get my legal degree that way. If I truly decide that that's what I want to do here, because you don't until I actually step one and start commit into it. It's only an idea, kind of a thing. But it's an idea that I could do because ask my brother here. I like to argue, so
I've seen your channel.
Yeah, I have a show. I have a show. Where I got to debate and argue here.
Right.
So. In fact, I would argue circles around my brother, and he would just be like, "Shut up! He doesn't like to debate me because
there it is. Ain't that the truth?"
Yeah. So the only thing I haven't asked him to do is pop into Only Slabs on Saturday to enter in for the chance to get to win free books and their giveaways and all that. So because I liked winning free comic books once in a while from that channel here. So. But you actually have to pop in live to do it. So it's one of those things where it's like, well, if I don't do it, it doesn't happen. But I'm asking a lot of my brother, and my brother is one of the greatest there is, honestly. I don't tell my brother enough how much he does for us.
He's
so
here watching you right now instead of watching whatever else he could be watching right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Love you, Jordan. You do an awful lot for me. And, I'm paying you back by ditching you at work. So I just wonder what's going to happen to his, because he runs basically the bed department. He is the beds department at Rustic. He builds the beds, that you sleep on, bunk beds, king, corral. So, but he does for the past, how many years has it been, Jordan? 3. He's done a kind of a 1-week church thing where he goes. I think it's in Tennessee or Kentucky, but it's like a
retreat,
kind of a retreat kind of thing. But it's some sort of church thing that he does. So I mean, at the last 2 years or 3 years, it was like going like, oh crap, that crap is coming up again. He's gonna ditch me in this. Now I have to handle everything, and I hate handling this thing because I can't read the list. I can't read the list like he can. And so, like, I had to basically decipher it into Matt to be able to understand it. He can read it and speaks Greek, and so I was like, oh, thank God you're back, because I hated this shit. But then it was like, I wonder what's going to happen with him being gone here. So during that week of me not being there. There we go. Youth Leadership Conference this year is in Indiana. Cool. But a lot of fun here. So, yeah, like I said, he's setting up. He's going to get the books in. First books are actually coming his way now from Wednesday, since I can't. So
yeah, I heard you mention Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and I think I had one other. Well, I have a few others a few other books that are basically once a month. But there's one other Spider-Man book that I basically related book where I said I don't want to miss this one. I think. So it's just anyway. So he buys the books for me using my money, and
good brother.
Will hold the boxes and basically send out a whole big box at once whenever I request it, or whenever I pick it up itself. If I end up at Fort Carson here in Colorado, it's just, hey, come up and visit. Bring the books.
Right. Yeah. So, visit me with comics.
Save the money on shipping. Spend it on gas. But yeah, it's an hour and 40 minutes now. It's been a lot of fun. But yep, got my BY Buy Your Own Grail giveaway. I mentioned that before. So that video is the video is on the top of my channel, whether you're unsubscribed or subscribed. But yeah, basically have two of those basically two kind of giveaways in one. One, it is basically a custom mystery box that I'll do if I don't lose any subscribers, and a potential $50 per every $100 subscribers I gain if I gain subscribers up to a certain level. But that includes shipping. I'm not going to spend. It's open to anywhere in the world, but I won't spend over a certain amount. Period.
Sure.
So if you live in Australia, you better select wisely because because I won't spend more than that amount. So, but
it's like $200 just to ship there. Pretty much the only thing that he'd be able to get would be I don't know, like this new issue of Farrell.
Yeah,
nice.
$200.
Nice Nightmare on Elm Street homage.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is too. But if it is what it is, but I said it's open to worldwide. But right now, there's no one. I don't think there's anyone international right now anyway that's entered. Basically, because all I have to do is comment on that video, Army89, on that video, and be a subscriber. That's only conditions there. So I kind of make it simple. Although what I should have done, I think, is I had an idea once, a fun idea. That I should have done that for my subscriber thing, like turn action Spider-Man into like your favorite military comic book or something like that, kind of a thing, or something related to that, or because I had the idea too recently, because I've toyed with several different things for my label and my name here when my channel was transitioning here. That's how I came up with the my new logo here, an AI artwork of Spider-Man in a military uniform there, and so decided just to keep the font the way it was since I wasn't being an officer anyway, and she came in here. Walked basically in here, stopped for a second, and walked back out. So I'm trying to figure out what she did.
The bathroom's on fire.
Yeah, don't mention that. We just had plumbing problems a couple of days ago, so it's like shit has to happen before I leave.
Literally.
Yeah, she got a flat tire and then a plumbing thing, and it was kind of like going like, get this out of your system now.
Right.
Because for 10 to 20 weeks, I can't help you. I know she's a big girl and can take care of herself, but till death do us part means something, and I always butt in because of it. Oh, yeah.
Solemnly swear.
Yeah, she is. Yep, I married someone as strong-willed, opinionated, as stubborn as me. Good. And I argue with every day about her. Yeah, a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, I'm going like, I'm going away soon. Can you just let me win? Just publicly say, okay, you're right, and then say in your head, go, you're an idiot and you're wrong.
There you
go. I'll take the silent. I'll take the silent. You're stupid if you just let me win.
Just cross your fingers behind your back.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and I think wrap things up here because got to get ready for tomorrow before my Future Soldiers event. So, those of you who are currently watching, or if you made it all the way this hour and 45 minutes to this video, congratulations, and I admire your staying power. But Buy Your Own Grail giveaway. Check out the homepage of my channel. You get all the information you know about that. And everyone else, all starting on the 29th here, I have all my videos going to start dropping every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern here. So every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, I have a video dropping just so my channel stays active and hopefully don't lose any people. So I start with basically a Todd McFarlane ASM ranking there, from my least favorite to my favorite. I have a couple of videos where I say this book should be a comic, should turn the book into a comic book. I go through all my slabs, go through the top 10 most valuable comics I own, which will be horribly outdated by about 6 months once it actually airs. Because that's the one. Funny enough, that was the one video to survive the corruption, was the dated comic books. I do a couple of like my Superman Civil War, where I talk about a Elseworlds book, talk about my favorite Green Lantern run, Holy Grail in comics, my favorite comic book covers of certain characters, from Green Goblin to Venom. I lost a few of my provocative videos, like Who Needs Batman? That was one of the videos I lost. Who Needs Batman? Just to poke fun at the DC and see if I could get people hate watching just because of the title. But I lost
the prep time fanboys.
Yeah. I lost that to corruption, and I couldn't remember what my argument was, and so I just had to be a fun.
Just do a video blaming it all on that run of Grant Morrison's JLA.
Yeah. Although I have one here. I have one dropping November 11th, Ditko versus Ramita Sr.
Are you really trying to pimp out your videos a year in advance? Nobody is going to remember. I can't even remember what I did last week.
Well, they're all listed in the so you can actually see all the videos there. Okay. But yeah, I compare ASM Annual number 1 and number 6. You know, basically the reprint and the original first Sinister 6, saying which cover was better. Basically, I'm artist fighting. I think I even had. Did I have a? I did do a Ben Riley. Did do a Ben Riley video here, but it just wasn't the content I originally thought. It was slightly different because I just had to create something else. But a lot of fun videos coming up here. Something to watch, something to do, something to keep it busy. Big shout out to my Marvel fans, Marvel supporters, and DC. I threw you guys a bone here and there. So I'd have thrown you more, but I'm more of a Marvel guy. So, but that's what's happening. So thank you guys for watching. John, Rob, Legion, Life with Two YouTubers, Pocan, all you guys who, Warlord, all you who showed up and chatted at one time or another. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun and a good way to say goodbye for now, because I will be back. Unless it is literally too much for my new career. I hate to walk away from my channel, but
by the time you come back, we might have a new volume of Amazing Spider-Man.
7 times the charm, right? But I'll be back at some point or another, even if it's just here's my weekly new comic book day haul. But because I don't plan to give up collecting comics, it just my collecting style might change.
Sure.
But I look forward to more fertile hunting grounds and getting out of this comic book desert. So
if you're in a rural place, just open up that app OfferUp and put in the keyword comic and see what person is a lapsed collector around you.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I should do that more, but I'm leaving in a few days, so what's the point?
Well, all right. You're around in the middle of nowhere somewhere.
Yeah.
And in the military, that's likely.
Yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Wish me luck in the army here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for watching. Happy collecting, everyone. I'll see you guys sometime soon, hopefully. Take care. Happy collecting.